Going down, what's going down? What is going down, boy? Let me clear my throat. Like my boy Dougie Fresh say, man. Yeah, we got another special, awesome show getting ready for you today, man. We're about to have, Let me make sure our volume is good real quick. Yeah, we sound good. Let me take this thing out, man. So now that I got that sound check done, and just one last little aka Jonathan Anderson, man. Getting started with another excellent episode of your favorite show, my favorite show, Unc's favorite show, Noonish Sports and Tech, man. Yes, I've already introduced myself. Now I get to introduce my awesome and favorite co-host. All my co-hosts are my favorite. Jonas is not in the building this week, but this week we do have my Unc, Mr. Ronald Boulware, joining us today. What's going down with you, Unc?
Oh, not much, man. Just I got my sunglasses on because I got a longer past than I got a future, but my future is bright. So I got my sunglasses on today. It's Christmas time, holidays, all this bling going on.
Yeah.
So it's a bright future for older gentlemen. So don't feel bad. Just don't hate. Just congratulate.
Got to put them shades on, man.
Yeah.
Because them hater blockers, baby.
And then I want y'all to know that Dion ain't not the only cool, more mature man. I got Dion by a couple of years, and I think I got by a couple of degrees in coolness also.
Hey, he had to learn from somebody. You know what I'm saying? He had to get it from somewhere.
Absolutely, because I got it from somebody.
Swagged out Texas, baby. Yeah, it's a lot to talk about, man. Dallas, Texas.
It's a good show
today.
We
rocking down here in Dallas, Texas after that performance from them Cowboys that we will get to later on in the show. But before we get into that, we got some more things to talk about. We got some big games in DFW this weekend taking place at Jerry's World, man.
High school football.
High school football, man.
That's my favorite football.
Yeah.
High school football.
Yeah, man.
If you want to see somebody trying to put it down, trying to get to the next level, come look at high school.
Oh, yeah. And it's going down in this Dallas area, particularly in the south region of Dallas, where we taking up the whole Saturday at Jerry's World. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
But from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., it's going down with these South of 20 and these what they call it, the 20 corridor.
20 corridor.
Yeah, man.
That's a hard corridor to come down.
Yes, sir. We got.
If you don't believe it, just ask all the people that's watching right now.
Yeah. Why they watching? Because they couldn't make it down through that corridor. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't go in and come out.
Yeah.
You went in, but you couldn't come out.
So get out, go watch some good football on Saturday. We got Sock taking on Port Neches Groves, Duncanville taking on Galena Park North Shore, and DeSoto taking on Humble Spring Creek.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I never even heard of that team.
Oh, yeah. But this is the thing about Duncanville and Galena Park North Shore.
Them boys have played.
This is version 5.
Yeah. They keep running it back.
Galena Park is up 3-1.
Oh, yeah.
So Duncanville, you got to do something. You got to even them odds a little bit.
Put your hard hat on, man. Get ready for gonna be some really good football being played, man. It was some big games last week. Some prizes, some surprises in those. The games, the final results. Seeing. Did Sock have to beat South Lake Carroll? Who beat South?
That was DeSoto beat South Lake.
DeSoto beat South Lake Carroll, right?
Right.
Man, that was. I remember when South Lake Carroll was the truth and running through everything and everybody.
Oh well, South Lake Carroll is still
the truth.
Yeah. Just right now, Duncanville, got a
and DeSoto, yeah.
Yeah, Duncanville. DeSoto got a squad. They just got the upper hand on them right now. You know? For a long time, South Lake had the upper hand on DeSoto.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it'll flip, but
Yeah.
South Lake ain't no joke.
Yeah.
South Lake ain't no joke.
And I think Austin Westlake lost to Galena Park North Shore.
Yeah, for about the third time.
You know? Like it's changing of the guard over there in that region.
You know, Galena Park, man, they well, Duncanville also, but Galena Park got 3 of the last 4 state championships in the biggest division.
Oh, yeah.
So,
them boys can
when
play.
you see them boys come, they look like they want it too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so Duncanville, Like you said, put your hard hat on and your steel toe boots.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be some construction work.
You know, hey, Duncanville gets all the press, you know what I mean? They get all the notoriety. They were highly ranked in the nation earlier in the year until DeSoto thumped that head. But it's strange to me that DeSoto is in Division II, Duncanville is in Division I. And evidently, Spring Creek and Galena Park North Shore are in the same district as well, down in Houston.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so you got four state championship competitors coming out of 2 districts.
Well, Duncanville has more students than DeSoto.
Oh yeah,
And from what I'm hearing,
DeSoto's moving down.
DeSoto's moving to 5A.
Yep, the 5A Division I.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Oh yeah, which is crazy, and everybody think that DeSoto's gonna do very well down there, but you still got teams like Alito and all that. They're gonna have something to say about that.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
It's not like a given because you're going down.
No doubt.
You're gonna win it. As Highland Park.
Well, I mean, even back in my day, you know, when in my first state championship, we were playing a team that won state in the division above, and they moved down because of enrollment. And everybody, I mean, they ran through everybody during the season, and they were picked to beat us. But you know, we got that 35-17 victory, so it's no given when a school from a higher classification moves down.
You got to play the game.
You got to play the game, man.
You got to play the game. And you might play somebody like J.A. Don't care about what you move up or down.
I don't care what you look like, how big you are, none of that. Hey, we're going to run through a brick wall to win this one today, man. But no, it's some very exciting football taking place this weekend. Hope you all get a chance to get out there and check it out, man. And good luck to you all you Dallas, Texas, south of 20 and just north of 20 as far as soccer's concerned. All you competitors, man, we want to see y'all bring home that championship, man, and let's make it shake, man.
I got quite a few homies went to South Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
And you would swear they playing.
Yeah.
You would swear they playing themselves. You would swear. Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to call your name, Chicago. You know that you think you playing yourself.
Yeah. Hey, it's going to be thick out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it would be a good day like when I seriously considered going out there and just chilling all day. Watching all 3 of these games because I really want to, see these guys play, and it's exciting, man.
Yeah,
it's exciting for the Dallas area for these kids.
Has a strong alumni.
Yeah.
Has a strong alumni.
Oh yeah.
So it ain't no joke with them. They serious about this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going down. And you know, DeSoto, Duncanville, they both got strong alumni too. But I don't know.
But the history is not as far back.
Exactly. SOC has been. So, again, man, good luck to all you good teams. Y'all don't need that luck, man. I know y'all busted y'all butts for this moment. So take advantage of the moment, man. Get some dubs.
You don't need luck. You need to depend on what you already know.
Exactly. That work, baby. That work, man. So y'all bring home 3 of these state championships for us, baby. It's going down. Let's go. Moving on, there was a NBA inaugural in-season tournament that took place, right?
Right.
For about a month.
Yeah.
Okay, and nobody. It's still in America. It's still NFL season, so not too many people were paying attention when this thing took off. But I will tell you this, the players were paying attention. Obviously, man, like I've seen more competitive basketball in the beginning of this season due to this tournament.
Yeah, due to the tournament.
Than I've ever seen.
In years and years, because it was like basketball doesn't even begin till February.
Yeah.
But when they threw that in-season tournament in there, and quite naturally, you're going to always hear some naysayers among the fans or the players. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just the first time. We wasn't interested in it that much. Yeah. And all that, but you only hear that from the people that didn't win the tournament.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. But the people that did win got a nice $500,000 check.
Absolutely.
Deposited into that bank account. That's something to play for. And they won the inaugural championship, you know? So
see, because right now, it's not, it's just the first one, nobody paying attention. Yeah. But then 20 years from now, when they had 20 of them, and that trophy, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, that trophy's going to be named the LeBron James Trophy.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Because they're going to have to name something after this guy. All the other, you can't take away the Bill Russell MVP trophy and rename it the LeBron Trophy. Yeah. You can't take away somebody's name and then rename it. But with all the stuff that LeBron has done in the NBA, it's got to be something out the name.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be offended if I was Michael Jordan and he got a trophy name before I did, you know? Because I've won more world titles, world championships. I've won more everything. I've won more MVPs, more defensive player of the years.
Well,
I've won more everything than LeBron James.
Some of that stuff, you have to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt because when somebody votes you something, that a lot of times that means you're the most popular one.
Yeah.
That don't mean you're the best. Because this is one thing I have with
MJ was the best.
Now, when we get on MJ, this is what I don't understand. How can you be defensive player, best defensive player in the league, when everybody know that you're not even the best defensive player on your team?
Well, I mean,
so how do you get to be the defensive player?
He had the stats, you know. He had the stats.
No,
you know, just like the offensive line and the defensive line, all the grimy work don't show up on the stat card. You know what I mean? So even though Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman
and Ron Harper were better defensive players, you got defensive player of the year. But when your team played and they've had a guy that needs to be shut down, they put them on them, not you. Oh, yeah. So how are you the best defensive player? How are you the defensive player?
But it's also some, you know,
it's a popularity.
I can't have
They voted Michael that. There is no statistic because I know what Michael.
Well, he's got steals, you know. He jumped them lanes.
And do you know why you got steals? Yeah, because you play in the passing lane.
Oh, exactly.
You don't have to really guard anybody because you got James Edwards, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen down low.
But I'm not gonna put my number one offensive. My number one guy on their number one guy on defense and exert all his energy on defense. But I'm not gonna. If I got somebody else that's adequate, Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, to put on that top guy on the other side of the ball, I'm gonna use them and let.
So how do you get defense player of the year?
Because he jumped the lanes when Scottie was guarding them boys. You know.
Okay, yeah. Like I say, that's popularity. But we can talk about that all day. But this is why I say they're going to have to name the trophy after LeBron. Yeah. Because LeBron going to be top three in pretty much, he going to be top three. He's already the leading scorer. Yeah. He's going to be top 2 or 3 in assists in the next year or two. Yeah. He's going to be in the top in steals. Yep. I mean, and you're going to have 4 or 5 championships, so you got to name something.
And he's going to be the top in years played, too.
He's going to have almost every record there is. And the only reason that LeBron didn't get a lot of awards is because they just didn't want him to catch up with Michael. Michael is still more popular than LeBron right now.
Oh, no doubt about it.
You know, so, you know, but
especially if he got eyeballs and
that
watch
other
the play.
people was getting MVP and LeBron wasn't. You know, about 3 or 4 of those he should have got.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, you know,
and please
it just is what it is.
Don't think I'm a LeBron hater. I got LeBron on my wall at the house. You know, I love LeBron. You know, I love LeBron.
Yeah, I love Michael. He's just not Michael. Too. But to say this is what I want everybody to know. I want y'all to sit up and pay attention. Guys my age. Yeah. Me and my friends, we were in our late 20s and early 30s in 1984.
When Jordan got into the league.
And when Michael Jordan was playing, when the Chicago Bulls was playing, me and my friends was not sitting around saying, this is the best dude we ever. We laugh about that right now. We didn't, who said he was the best? We didn't. Yeah. Do you know who says the best?
Who? Us? My generation?
What year were you born?
82.
Okay, thank you. You was 2 years old. Yeah. So you wasn't a basketball aficionado. And so by the time Michael won his first, about 92, you was 10 years old.
Yeah, but I was watching the playground. Yeah, I watched Michael Jordan playground.
But I tell you right now,
all his moves.
You won't go take a 10-year-old's opinion of a football game.
No,
I
wouldn't.
So I won't take it. So you was 10. So I'm not gonna take your opinion of Michael Jordan. Yeah. So this is what I try to convince most of these guys, 50 and down. Y'all heard more about Michael than you saw.
No, I saw a lot of Michael Jordan.
I mean, you saw it.
Because even like 10 through 18, Jordan didn't retire until 2001? Right, he retired twice. I'm saying
so you counting them Washington years.
But his last title.
You did say him play against Washington.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He scored 40 in his last game.
But you didn't see But do you remember when he got knocked off 3 times? You know, and I want to apologize to Noonish fan because I said on a long time ago on the show that he got knocked off 4 times in the first round. He didn't. He got knocked off 3 times in the first round.
Yeah.
4 times in the second round.
Yeah, he had the back. That's what made him. That was the adversity that he faced. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the in-season time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get, but
hey,
you know, MJ the GOAT, we all know. Everybody
They will
know.
have some trophies named after LeBron James before they do Michael Jordan.
Hey, MJ is a GOAT, but congratulations to you, LeBron James, man. I saw some cool highlights of Pistol Pete. That boy has some handles, too.
Yeah, I seen you.
And some crazy passes. Yeah, I was like, hold on. Now, this
and
dude,
did you see what they said about Pistol Pete?
What's that?
He had to keep his hand on top of the ball when he was dribbling. He couldn't put it on this. He couldn't do like Kyrie Irving, skip, and then have his hand on the bottom of the ball.
Yeah.
So you know, so when they talk about handles, everything they talk about, you gotta take into context how the game is played, how the game was called.
Yeah.
See, because back in the day, I remember a lot of stuff. I remember the first guy that they let carry the ball.
Yeah.
That was Earl the Pearl Monroe when he started what they call the windshield wiper.
Well, he was just smoothly crossing over. Well, I mean, what was he doing?
he would turn his back and spin.
Okay, gotcha.
And so he would take the ball from here to here.
Yeah,
and that is a carry.
Yeah,
and they would call it 5 or 6 times per game on it.
Yeah,
but he kept doing it, so they started letting him do it.
Yeah,
and then now they have started letting him do other things.
Oh, they carry.
Also.
They all the way carrying in the game
and
now.
I remember the first guy that they really let do the step back move was Kevin McHale.
Yeah.
And, you know, back in the day, if you pick your pivot foot up before you shot, that was considered a traveling.
Absolutely.
But the step back move eliminated that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they came with a Manu Ginobili with the Euro step.
Yep.
And, you know, the Euro step is actually a third step.
Yeah.
So, you know, 2 steps, the third one used to be traveling.
Yeah.
But if you step to the side and then back, now it's called a Euro step. So all of these rules has changed.
Oh, yeah.
And they think these guys can play better. And all the old guys
they just got more freedom.
If I could carry and travel, I probably could have did a lot more stuff.
Man,
too.
I saw Pistol Pete doing stuff that Kyrie does now. The way he would be dribbling out court and then,
absolutely.
You know, get that ball spinning one way to make it bounce back. It was pretty cool. So y'all go check out Pistol Pete.
Check out Pistol
Man,
Pete.
I've been watching old school people that I never saw. I never saw Rocky Marciano. I watched the whole documentary on him the other day. It was pretty dope too.
They play all these guys like they couldn't do nothing, but they could.
Yeah,
but they could.
Yeah,
they just do it different.
But congrats to my Lakers. Mavs are also my team. But like I said, back in the gap when I was growing up, the Mavericks were horrible. With my boy Trash. What was my boy name? I can't think of his name. The
Brad
comedian.
Davis?
No, the comedian that say Trash. Bubba Dub.
Yeah.
Trash. You know what I'm saying? They was trash back in the gap. So I had my Maverick sticker on my Laker poster back in the gap.
You know, Mark Aguirre and
that was trash, huh?
No.
I remember when we would get 40 wins in the season and it was a big deal.
Do you remember when we lost to the Lakers 2 times in a row in the Western Conference Championships?
No, I do not remember that.
That's why you don't remember Michael.
But that was in the 80s.
It happened at the same time Michael did. Thank you. You just proved my point.
And that's why I had that Maverick sticker though, you know? We D-Town, man.
He don't remember the 80s, y'all. So he heard Michael was better than he.
I remember Nike, Jordan from the 90s. I remember wearing Jordans in the 80s, you know?
You don't remember him getting wore out. You just remember him.
I remember him getting beat up. I remember them bad boys. Putting that thing on his head, man.
All that. He was beating up on John Starks and Kevin Johnson and them guys. He wasn't beating up on Larry Bird and Dennis Johnson and Isaiah and Magic them. He wasn't beating up on them.
Well, he got him though towards the end though when he needed to. You know, the Bulls beat the Lakers in the championship. He got him back, but the Pistons, the Lakers, and the Celtics beat up on each other, and the Sixers. Really, late 70s, the Sixers really started that run of those 4 teams just beating each other up, and then the Jordan era came.
Yeah.
But
after Dr. J and Larry Bird and Isaiah, and all of them was gone, then the Jordan era started.
Yeah. So. Anyways, congratulations, LA Lakers. You know, hey man, street clothes showed up and closed out a game. Boy, scored 41 points, 20 rebounds. Hey. I see you, AD. We got to give you some props over the street clothes.
We have to, because I heard a new. I seen a guy on TV. He He said that they asked him, they said, what this AD mean? He said, mean always down.
Yeah, man.
Always down.
Unfortunately, my boy can't stay at the.
But I'm gonna tell you this:
Can't
if
stay
the
at
Lakers,
that table.
what everybody is afraid of is that he might play like this.
Exactly.
If he play like this, they can beat anybody.
That's how he played in the bubble.
Yeah, that's
You
how
know,
he played in the bubble.
extending that position,
Yeah.
making them come guard him on the 3, and if they get
Then
lazy
roll,
and don't, he gonna
then
bust
he
it
was
in
too
your
quick
eye.
for him on the road.
Yeah, he gonna bust it in your eye, and he got them handles, so AD can play. This is what LeBron was excited about. So hopefully he keeps that up, man, and you know, we'll see what's up. I'm a Lakers fan, so if you don't like the
I
Lakers,
was a Lakers fan.
it is what it is.
Way back.
Yeah.
I was a Lakers fan when Walt Frazier picked Jerry West and New York won the championship. We ain't gonna talk about
Well,
that.
see, you know, you just, I guess I got your Laker fandom, you know, and just pass it along to me.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I was,
You know, Dallas didn't even have a team then.
Yeah.
They didn't even have.
Oh, wow.
They didn't even have the Dallas Chaparrals. See, a lot of people don't know that the San Antonio Spurs used to be the Dallas Chaparrals.
I didn't even know about the Chaparrals. I need to go find a jersey.
That was an ABA team.
I need to go
Dallas
find.
had the Dallas Chaparrals, and they moved to San Antonio.
I'm gonna go look for a jersey. See if they got a jersey online somewhere. One of them throwbacks. Chaparrals. That
Dallas
is very
Chaparrals.
Dallas. That's a very Dallas name right there. You know, some Diddy folks up here, but we're gonna
Moving
keep
on.
this thing moving. Them Dallas Cowboys.
How
Oh,
about them balls?
Let me hit that Cocoa Beatwell on y'all real quick. Eating eagle wings this weekend, man. This past weekend we had a good barbecue. Some Jalen Hurts and some AJ Brown and some who else was on
yeah.
there?
Who?
Shaq Leonard. We'll put you on that too. We told you we was
I
gonna
tried
get you,
to
dog.
tell Shaq last week, you gonna get some.
Told you we was gonna get you,
We
dog.
gonna get you. We gonna give you some, Shaq.
Yeah, man. So, hey, I can't lie, man. Dak is playing the best football I've seen him play his entire career, right? And I'm going to give it to him because he doesn't have Tony Romo in his ear. He's actually out there reading defenses and taking advantage of them. That pass he threw to Michael Gallup down that sideline when he saw
That was
that
a good
one-on-one
pass.
coverage on him, and that catch and that toe drag.
Yeah, and I want to
Beautiful.
throw all that in. Yeah, Michael Gallup is playing better.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you who's balling out to me. That's Ferguson.
Oh my
Ferguson
gosh.
Ferguson's looking like Travis Kelce.
You see him out there?
Yeah, so,
man. Hey, we
you
got
know,
us a Kittle and a Kelsey over here,
yeah,
man.
and then Dak is looking a lot better.
Yeah.
And it's a collective effort. Everybody's looking better at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Dak.
that's no coincidence.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to my saying, you know better than your team.
Yeah.
Dak is throwing a little bit better.
Yeah.
They catching a little bit better.
Hey,
the
man.
line is blocking a little bit better.
If y'all know, everybody like, you a Dak hater, you a hater. I ain't no hater. I'm a Cowboys lover, man. So he hadn't been getting the job done for the past 6 years. Obviously, we ain't got no championships around here. But this year, and even during the regular season, he just has not looked very sharp. You know, second quarter, he's sitting over on the bench with this gaze in his face, just looking at the field. I'm like, bro, it's second quarter. What's going on? They got you that flustered. But right now, Dak is in a zone. He's playing with confidence. He's letting that ball loose. He's running when he needs to. He's getting rid of the ball on time.
And I'm gonna
Everything
say
I
this too,
said,
J.A.
man. He wasn't doing. He's doing right now, and he's the highest, most accurate passer in the league right now. I think only 11% of his passes are not on target, and that is the highest accuracy rating in the NFL right now. So, Dak, I got to give it to you. You are changing the definition of Daccuracy. Right, Daccuracy is now turning into pinpoint accuracy, bro. So keep that up, man. I got to give you
They got a
props.
different offense too. And I want to throw this in that not too many people is really mentioning. Man, that A-grade offense is down in San Diego now.
Yeah.
That was an A-grade offense, man, I'm telling you.
So you feel different about Mike McCarthy now
Mike McCarthy,
and the play calling?
it's way different than it was last year.
Man.
I mean, and I think some of Dak's problem was Kellen Moore.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. He wasn't playing to Dak's strengths.
Yeah,
Kellen Moore was
absolutely.
doing what he knows.
So, you know, it's a combination of everything. Dak is getting better plays called.
Yeah.
He's playing the plays better. His receivers is running better routes.
Yeah.
The line is blocking over these last 4 or 5 weeks. The line has been healthy together for about 3-4 weeks in a row now. So they blocking a little better.
Yeah.
And I think Ferguson is maturing, and he's getting a little bit more used to Cook. So the whole offense is just looking. The offense is looking great. Defense is looking great too. Because actually, even though Philadelphia 13 points, 7 of them came from Philadelphia defense. So Dallas defense actually only gave up 6 points.
Yeah. I mean, and the sign, people have been real hard on Mike McCarthy the past few years. And, like you said, we got rid of Kellen Moore. He's in San Diego. The sign of a good coach is one that can adjust to his players, right? And not force the player to fit into a mold, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Seems like we were saying, Kellen Moore has tried to force Dak into a mold. And he was calling games based off of what he saw and how he would interpret this thing and move the offense around. Instead of fixing and figuring out exactly where Dak's strengths were and understanding what he sees and developing a game plan that, highlighted those strengths. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like what we're doing right now is allowing Dak to play the best game that he could possibly play. Even like the simple 4th and 1 calls. Like we started that game out, had a 4th down opportunity, and Turpin gets an end around or a jet sweep. Yeah. And he comes around the corner and burns everybody up the sideline. Like we weren't doing that type of stuff last year. It's like 4th and 1, you know what's coming. It's coming. Something coming straight at you.
3rd and 1, give it to Zeke.
Give it to Zeke.
Left tackle.
Yeah.
Off tackle.
Yeah.
Left or right,
Very predictable.
And we ran up under Kelly Moore, man. We ran so many 4 and 5 yard routes. I didn't even.
Yeah.
I'm saying, run the ball. If you got going to throw 3 yards, run the ball.
Exactly. Because they're not, and that makes defenses come up and like your offense is very. It's compromised at that point, right? If all your routes were within 8 yards and the defense can come up and stop you run, you don't have many options as far as play calling is concerned. But no, they went out there and ball, man. And Jake Ferguson leaping over dudes. That first catch he had in the middle of the field when he ran over the safety and knocked him out the game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jake Ferguson is playing some Gronk ball right now, man.
He is balling out.
Yeah, he
right
is.
Now he is.
Yes, he is.
And that makes it a lot easier on CD and Cook and Gallup when your tight end is capable of going across the middle.
Well, it's like now who do you cover? You can't double anybody, right?
No.
Because now you got the threat of Cook busting you over the top. You got the threat of CD busting you over the top and running any route that he wants. And Michael Gallup, when he's catching the ball, the guy can play, man.
Oh, yeah, when he catches the ball, absolutely.
And then you got Turpin, and that dude, he's electric with the ball in his hands.
Oh, yeah.
So you can send Turpin in as a decoy, not with no intention to give him the ball, and everybody's paying attention to him.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
Fast,
exactly.
So fast.
You got to. But man,
the defense played
lights out. Lights out. 3 turnovers.
Gilmore is, me and one of my young buddies was talking the other day. He said, man, Gilmore used to be the best corner in the league. I can't tell you not right now.
Exactly. He old, ain't he?
Yeah.
Didn't AJ Brown call him old?
Yeah. But I couldn't tell.
You got schooled the other day, AJ Brown. Gilmore shut you down, big dog.
Yeah, he shut you down.
And I think they didn't score an offensive touchdown in this game.
No.
They had a scoop and score.
Yeah, they had a scoop and score, and they had 2 field goals.
Yeah.
So that made 13 points.
And our defense, man, goodness gracious, them boys, we stripped their best 3 players. We caused the fumble on all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? On Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. They all fumbled.
Yeah, they all fumbled. Yeah, they all fumbled.
And our maybe our biggest weapon right now that might come clutch in the playoffs is our kicker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
That boy there. I'm talking, he made a 60-yarder. with about 8 yards to go.
Yeah, hey, look, he could look like he could have made 70. You know, I mean, for real, he kicked out. Then he came back and kicked
hit a 59 yard.
Yeah, had a 50.
Yeah, he made history that day. That's the first kicker to ever make a 59 yarder and a 60 yarder in the same game.
And then the other one was 50 even, right? Yeah. And then the other one was what? 34.
Oh, 50 even is nothing. That's like an
extra point.
Extra point for that cat. You know, I think the extra point is the hardest kick for him right now.
So right now, Dallas is balling out of control.
Yeah.
You just got to keep it going. And this is what, we got Buffalo this week.
Hey, we're gonna shoot to it right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to shoot to it right now. Yeah, we got Buffalo this week.
And this Buffalo. Is one thing that I can't count on.
What was that?
Playing Buffalo. Josh Allen gonna give you 1 or 2 turnovers.
Oh, we're gonna get some picks.
Yeah, because Josh Allen is leading the league again.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, if I'm Buffalo, I am realizing that Jonathan Hankins went down this past weekend with an ankle sprain. And I'm gonna see what I can do on that interior, man. See if I can bully these Cowboys, because this December football is a different game, especially in the Northeast.
Oh yeah,
you know, you probably gonna have some. If you don't have some precipitation, you definitely gonna have some wind.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
cold.
In Buffalo, you might have snow, wind, rain.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be ground and pound.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ground and pound.
I can definitely see like a 20-13 type of game. Rico Dowdle and my boy Pollard. Tony Pollard. Y'all gonna have to show up, and that O-line, you're gonna have to show up this weekend, because this is gonna be a very physical game. A lot of elements outside. We're playing 3:45 game, and it's gonna be very cold.
3:45.
Yep.
So it's gonna be 2:45 in Buffalo.
Yep.
That's the evening. By the time the game is over, it'll be dark. So
it's gonna be dark. Yeah.
So
it's gonna be cold.
Even if
windy.
it's not raining or snowing or anything, it's probably gonna. By the time the game is over, it'll be well into the 20s.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold up there.
Oh yeah, so
blowing off Lake Erie, that wind. Yeah, it's gonna be cold up there, up in the Niagara area. Yeah, man. So December football has always seemed to be a thorn in our sides, right? To say it nicely, right?
But that's how. That's our history. So we go.
Yeah.
The only way to change your history is to do better in the present than in the future.
Absolutely.
We can't worry about the future. We got to do it in the present.
And this is a very different team than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Starting with the play call.
The mentality of the team is different.
Mm-hmm.
Because before it seemed like the mentality of the team, even if they would have a 3-point or 6-point lead and something happened, you could just see it come all over their body language. Yeah. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
But this team is like, nah, that's all right.
Yep. So in your opinion, what are the keys to a Dallas Cowboys win in this game versus Buffalo this week?
Just play good, solid defense and put pressure on the passer.
Yeah.
Pressure on the passer is pretty much the key to. For our next 2 or 3, we got Miami next, and then we got Detroit. Pressure on the passer, because if you put pressure on Jared Goff, he can't move.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you put pressure on Josh Allen, he gonna throw some picks.
Yeah.
So pressure on the passer, and Gilmore playing good solid defense. So now if Gilmore play good solid defense, you gotta throw it bland.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous game.
Oh yeah.
And that's a dangerous game.
Yeah, I got a feeling this game is gonna be won in the trenches.
Oh yeah.
And whoever dominates that line of scrimmage, is gonna win this game ultimately. Hopefully, Josh Allen stays true to who he's been week after week, and that is a turnover-prone quarterback that can make plays. Yeah, that can make a good throw, but he is he relies too heavily on that strong arm, and I hope he does it again.
Cause did you see that throw he threw against Kansas City?
Which one?
The one he was falling out of bounds.
Yeah.
Say, man.
Yeah.
I will say this. He might be the only quarterback that
can make that throw.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. See, and sometimes they get him in trouble because he think he can make any throw anytime, off balance, on balance.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, your confidence can turn to arrogance.
Yeah.
But it's a thin line.
Oh, yeah. It is a thin line. It is a thin line. Because that confidence can, like you say, turn into arrogance and give you a little bit too much confidence in that arm. And that's where those mistakes come.
I think that is kind of creeped in on Josh Allen.
Yeah. Because Kansas City had their, share of turnovers in that loss. But, yeah, we're going to get to that, man, because it was a crazy week, man, in the NFL period. That Buffalo and Kansas City game was nuts.
And I'm so disappointed in Patrick Mahomes.
I am too. But, hey, that's like cheating. You know what I'm saying? Cheating on your woman. You know what I'm saying? It only take one time to ruin everything you've done before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He apologized Monday, but that was after somebody told him, because the real Patrick Mahomes showed himself, and that was just like a spoiled brat.
Man, like his little brother, acting like his little brother.
Yeah, because this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. I think it might not have been called in that situation like last play of the game.
Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys have got 2 or 3 of those this year, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's up to you. I mean,
I know we definitely got one on Sunday. But when we got one Sunday, I was like, offsides on the offense? What is that?
Yeah.
You know?
So, and this is the thing, you're in the pros, man. It's not up to the referee to run up there like you're in, Pee Wee football, get your back, get outside.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
mean, you're supposed to check with the referee, and when they show it, he did not.
Yeah, no doubt.
He did not check with it.
So it's a couple different things right there, right? Typically, when you're in the outside receiver, right? He was in the slot, right? In a trip set. So he had 2 receivers outside of him. He's closest to the ball. Yet and still, he should have looked down and checked check with the line judge, see where he was. He didn't do that. He failed to do that, right?
Right.
And bro, like just awareness, bro. Like they showed like a true. He was offside by a good half a yard. It wasn't even close.
And then they said, I never. Patrick Mahomes, they never called that in that situation. How about your player never let it up outside in that situation?
Like that was egregious. Like that was blatantly outside.
Yeah, and then for Patrick to act like he did, and then when he went to shake Josh Allen's hand, he bring it up to Josh Allen.
Yeah,
like Josh Allen can do something about it.
He don't care.
And
he got that
dub.
The
whole thing.
Josh has got over a hump.
This is the whole thing about sports. Now, now that's bad sportsmanship.
Yeah, no doubt.
Losing and not wanting to shake your hand or something, man, right now, I ain't feeling you, you just beat me. Yeah. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But for you to have an outburst like that, like a spoiled brat, take your wins and losses the same way.
Yeah, no doubt. And I will say to this point, Patrick Mahomes has done that for the most part.
Well, this is the whole thing. This is his first time with his team struggling like this.
Mm-hmm.
So now, usually after his second year, he's pretty much been going to the Super Bowl. And, and getting he's been getting Tom Brady calls. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah,
all the calls been going his way pretty much because he's pretty much the face of the league. He's been getting a lot of stuff he wants. Now when you don't, you act like a little wolf, man. That changed my whole about me.
That was bad. That was bad.
That was bad. Because
I'm
look at him different now.
I don't look at him different now. I'm gonna give him grace on this one outburst. You know what I'm saying? Just because he has been like LeBron James, been exceptional. We've seen LeBron James have outbursts before. You know what I'm saying? We've seen LeBron James just walk straight to the locker room after a game, after a loss, or leave the court early before the game even ends. We've seen bad character.
But he didn't outburst toward someone else.
No, he didn't. But
he didn't cause a scene like Patrick.
Correct,
did.
But he still pouted off the court like a spoiled little brat.
Yeah,
you know
but that's way different than what Patrick did.
He did.
Patrick outburst toward the referees and toward the opposing player.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was a bit much. But, it's just frustration boiled over. You could tell he was frustrated.
I understand. But I'd rather walk away from you.
I think it was more so not even frustrating with the referees. I think he's more so frustrated with his team, with his wide receivers, them dropping balls, them constantly making these little mistakes.
But he didn't make that outburst toward them. He made it toward the referee.
Yeah. No doubt.
So you have to, I'm just saying, I'm one of these type of people like this. When somebody show you who they are, I believe them.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is his first time facing this kind of adversity during his career.
Yeah.
And now you act like this. So now, I'm not saying when I say I look at you different, I look at you now. I'm watching you a little closer.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So you you didn't write him off. No.
Okay. No, I didn't write him off, but I'm looking at it like, Patrick, how you gonna act now?
That's valid.
What you gonna do now?
That's 100% valid right there.
So I'm kind of watching you with a little side eye. Even though you think I'm looking over here at Travis Kelce, I still got that eye on you, Patrick. What you doing?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And then, of course, the 49ers went out there, handled the Seahawks, right?
Absolutely,
like we thought they would. Yeah. Deebo Samuel's still going off, man. He might be, it's hard to argue that, it's easy to argue that he might be the best skills position player in all of football. Like he is, you can argue that. You can make that argument. I'm not necessarily saying I believe that, but I'm saying you can make that argument.
You can make the argument that Deebo Samuel is the MVP.
No doubt.
Because when he's not there, they lose.
They lose.
When he's out, they steamrolled.
Yeah, but you remember before they got Christian McCaffrey out there, they had Debo in the backfield playing running back.
Yeah, they had him running back, wide receiver, everything.
Yeah, and that's why why he sat out with his contract. He's like, nah,
I'll say this:
you ain't about to tear my career up, putting me in running back, bro. Like, nah, it's
Debo's impact. I mean, and then when you say he's the best skill position player in the game, it's kind of hard to argue that because his impact on the game is more dynamic than anybody else's.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody else has that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even if the Cowboys didn't have CD, they wouldn't. I mean, they probably wouldn't be as good, but it wouldn't be that drastic.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they lost 3 games in a row without Debo, even with their left tackle. So, and since he's been back, man, he opens the field up for Christian McCaffrey. He opens it up for Brandon Ayuk. I mean, they really don't.
McCaffrey he still get 5 or 6 carries per game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and then he catch 5 or 6 balls, and he just changed San Francisco.
The way you scheme, like the whole scheme, like trying to defend San Francisco, Debo changes
that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Changes that because as soon as you try to double him up, I'm going to run the ball because now I know I got fewer men in the box with McCaffrey, or I'm going to go to the other side to Ayuk or go to Kittle. Like they've got weapons just like the Cowboys got weapons. What they have over the Cowboys right now is that mental edge, right? They've beat the Cowboys. They know they can beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys are battling that mental edge themselves of getting over that hump. So we'll see what happens if they meet. I mean, it's a real thing, though.
I mean, yeah, it's a real thing. Well, Philadelphia had the middle edge on.
On who?
On the Cowboys.
I don't know. Well, not necessarily over Dak, because Dak has beat Philly plenty of times. They scored almost 100 points in 2 games.
But over, last year, how many did they beat Philadelphia?
Philly beat them twice last year, yeah. But before that,
who beat the Cowboys in the playoffs last year?
49ers.
Oh, that's right, sure did.
Yep, 49ers the past 2 seasons have put the Cowboys out. So that's where I say we're that hump. It's one team is confident that can win, and the other one wants to beat you so bad.
And then
it can have a negative impact on the team.
Yeah, you can have that because during the 90s, the Cowboys had the advantage over the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers.
They beat Brett Favre about 6-7 times in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we hope this not going to be that kind of edge.
Yeah,
but this is the whole thing. Not only did we have it, I don't even think it was mental. We were just better than the Packers.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and the Cowboys are playing, and as an athlete, you kind of got to have a little amnesia and you got to be a little delusional.
Yeah.
Because if I was playing with the Cowboys, I was like, that was then. What about now?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have a short memory and you got to be psychotic.
What about now? You beat me. Yeah. You beat me twice last year. Yeah, you beat me. But if I play you today, what happened then doesn't matter.
And my hope is that the Cowboys.
You got to have a certain mentality.
No doubt.
You got to have like a boxer's mentality.
Yeah.
You hit me with the hook and the right hand. Oh, but if I catch you with this uppercut, you going to sleep too.
But I ate it. I ate that hook and that right hand, so I ain't scared of it no more.
Yeah, so
but I hope the Cowboys have a mentality of this is just another game and not create this big, huge, ordeal about if they face the San Francisco 49ers in the playoffs, right? They just got to approach it as another game and go out there and execute. Whoever executes the best is going to win the game at the end of the day. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do what you do, Cowboys. Believe in what you do, man. And there's another team that I believe people need to be worried about at this point in time, and that is the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland is so up and down.
Cleveland, they got a good
defense.
Prior to the past 2 weeks, and now he's been named the starting quarterback for the remainder of the season as long as he remains healthy. They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Cleveland now.
Flacco?
Joe Flacco. Yeah. And the boys out there throwing dimes. He's looking revived like... You can tell Flacco ain't played in a minute, but he balled out on Sunday.
Was he even in the league?
He's been on the bench, chilling. He was on the bench for Baltimore. He was on the bench for he's with Cleveland now. I forget who he's playing with last year, but he came in shortly. Had a brief. He for the Jets. He beat the Browns last year, coming in for the Jets. So Stefanski brought him in after he beat the Browns last year.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because Joe, that right arm still worked like a charm. That bad boy still got some zip on it.
Man, I thought I saw Joe Flacco at McDonald's.
Hey, he probably did. Probably did.
Nah, but I didn't even know Joe Flacco was. And then, because when I seen it, they say he's starting with about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, Joe Flacco?
He got one game under his belt, didn't play very well, but he went out and beat Jacksonville, a very good team.
Well, you know.
On Sunday. And I'm talking throwing dimes, reading coverages. He's bringing an element to Cleveland that they didn't have, even with Deshaun Watson in that experience and ability to deliver. Flacco looked good.
This is what Joe Flacco know how to do. Not ride a good defense to Super Bowl
Absolutely.
win. So
absolutely. And we're talking about the number one defense in the league right now, the Cleveland Browns.
So if he can go in there and do like he did in Baltimore, you know, he might I mean, you know.
And he's got more weapons than he ever had at Baltimore. You know, he's got Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, and Njoku, the tight end out there right now. He's got some weapons to throw the ball to.
He had some weapons in Baltimore, too.
On offense?
Yeah, and Anquan Bolden.
But who else?
And what's the other guy? No, he had some decent receivers. Anquan Bolden is...
Anquan Bolden's a dog.
It's a truth.
Yeah, he's third down king.
No, he has a... Then, you know, he had a nice running back, too.
Yeah, was that Jamal Lewis? No, it wasn't Jamal Lewis.
He had... what's the little short
McGahee?
guy? No. Was it?
He had Ray Rice. Ray Rice.
He had Rice. Then after Rice left, he had another short guy. I can't remember, but he had some decent weapons. You know, decent.
But I think he has better weapons right now. I'd put Amari Cooper over Anquan Bolden all day long.
No. I won't put Amari Cooper over.
I would.
I might put him in the same centers, but Anquan Bolden was...
Yeah, he was good. He was a great possession receiver. But Amari Cooper will take it to the house. He's one of the best route runners ever.
Anquan Bolden left there and won the Super Bowl with somebody else, too. Was it
I don't remember.
Anquan
Bolden, I'm not arguing that he was a dog. He was a dog, but I just can't put him over Amari Cooper. Skill-wise, route running, hands.
He had a more, I'll say this, he had a better
physical game. He was a playmaker.
Yeah, he had a better. Amari Cooper is not
he's a stop
locker room. His presence, because he's so low key. Now Anquan had a better locker room and stuff. Presence.
More of a leader, more of a captain.
Yeah, and then Anquan is a very good receiver. Amari is too. I'm not gonna say. I got to put them in the same category. I ain't gonna put one over there.
Gotcha. I live with that. I ain't by no means am I saying Anquan Bolden's bad.
Because this is what I do.
I still give Amari Cooper he's one of the top 5 receivers in the league.
We still had Amari Cooper.
I do too.
And why Jerry let him go, I have no idea.
I don't know, but hey, we thick right now. We solid where we are right now.
Yo, we solid right now, but Cook ain't no Bolden.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I mean, Cook ain't no Cooper.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about
Cook,
that.
I like you, Cook. You know, don't get me wrong, but he's not Amari Cooper.
Well, I think also what you're saying, locker room guy, what I read was Brandon Cooks has been a great leader to CeeDee Lamb, to the whole receiving corps as far as going about practice, how to run routes, and just teaching them little things like that.
Even me, you know? I miss Amari Cooper now that he's gone. Yeah. But when he was here, I used to wonder, Amari, why are you walking? You know, he always seemed like he was just not. Yeah. He didn't have.
He's an intellectual guy.
Yeah, he didn't have an air of confidence. Yeah. As an athlete, I like to see my teammates and stuff. I like some cocky teammates.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I like some semi-arrogant teammates. I'm the type guy. I don't play receiver. I'm a DB. Yeah. And I tell people all the time, I would love to play with T.O.
Yeah, I mean,
I would love to play with Joe.
That's because we had T.O. That's because we had the playmaker. That's because we had That's because we had Deion Sanders.
Even like Joe Horn down in that New Orleans. I said if I had a receiver and I was playing DB, I'd say, okay, Joe. He said I'm gonna put the phone up under here, so when I score a touchdown, I'm gonna go get the phone and call somebody to come. Yeah. Say, don't you know what I tell Joe? Say, Joe, I'm going to put one down there next week, too. If you're going to score a touchdown, if putting the phone down there, telling you to go get the popcorn, it's going to make you score a touchdown. I'm going to put a phone down there every week for you, Joe.
I'm going to put one on both ends. I'm going to put one on both ends.
Score down there. And then when we switch on halftime, score down there, too, Joe.
I need that.
I mean, I kind of like arrogant teams.
I do, too.
I like dudes that feel like, you know, and I have no
True
problem.
confidence is built off the work you done put in.
Yeah,
so if you arrogant confidence, because I know you done put in some work,
yeah,
man.
like a whole lot of times, T.O. got a bad rap for being on the sidelines talking, but they don't know what he was saying. He was telling
Have a clue.
Come on, man, let's go.
It's passion.
And then he would go over there and he would tell Tony Romo, if they don't want the ball, throw it to me.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem with that.
Give it to me.
You know, and if
I
you
do
got
something
a problem
with
with that, you kind of, I mean, you know, like I said, you kind of soft anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey,
That's just me.
And that is the football field is no place for anyone soft.
Yeah.
Period.
Sports.
We talking
period.
about sports.
There's no
Period.
pride
You
in
talking about
sports.
type A personalities
Yeah.
across the board. So
Yeah,
if you
And
can't stand the heat,
testosterone
get up out the
just
kitchen.
flowing,
Man.
you know,
Yeah.
testosterone flowing,
Yeah.
type A
Yeah.
personalities and
Yeah.
all that, man. That's what you need. If
Yeah.
you don't have that, you're not gonna be a good athlete.
You ain't gonna make it.
You ain't gonna
Period.
do it.
You ain't gonna make
do
it. But we'll keep this train rolling. Power rankings,
Power
week 15. Same teams, right? Do you agree with this week's power rankings?
Oh,
You know,
pretty
San
much.
Francisco number 1, Dallas 2, Baltimore 3, you know, Philly at 4, and,
Yeah.
and Miami at 5.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I pretty much agree. It's like Miami at 5. I mean, it's like Miami lost, but who else you gonna put there?
Yeah, I mean Kansas City.
You can put Kansas City. You
Um,
can put, but Kansas City's got what, 5 losses?
Yeah,
So they
Yeah.
went 7 and 5.
but yeah, and
mean,
you can't
so-
put Detroit there because they just lost to Chicago last week.
Yeah, you can't put Detroit
You know,
there.
I'd argue you put Cleveland there. You know what I'm saying? Because of their defense and because they have a proven quarterback now. But we got to see a little bit more
Yeah.
of Joe
Yeah,
Flacco.
yeah, we gotta see
We've
a
only
little bit
seen
more.
2 weeks, and he's 1-1
But-
at this point.
But you pretty much can't argue with that. You know, you sure can't put Dallas number 1 because San Francisco beat them.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah.
Man, Baltimore had an exciting game. They had to win in overtime against who was it last week? Let me see. Who were they playing? Was it the Colts or something? No, against the Rams. And the Rams are starting to
Yeah,
come
the
back
Rams
into
starting to
form
play-
in that Super Bowl
Yeah.
form. I don't know if Super Bowl form, but
But
they're
they starting to play
Yeah,
better.
they're starting to play a lot better. But they had a very exciting game, man. That kickoff return my boy had for Baltimore was silly in overtime. Did you see
Oh
it?
yeah, that was wild.
Man, bro, I mean, not much. Catches the ball on the sideline, breaks a tackle, spins off another tackle, and here we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Strike up the band, people. Strike up the band. That
And
kid.
when he hit it, it looked like he had a little speed too.
Yeah, bro, he took
when he hit it,
off.
that boy went-
Hit them burners.
Yeah,
Hit them burners on them boys, man. That was fun to watch, man. So Baltimore deservedly earns a 3 spot this week. Philadelphia, I don't understand why you're at 4. Philly, because you've been blown out in 2 weeks in a row. You know, that's just the respect the league has for you guys and things, y'all are gonna right your wrongs.
But you lost to the what, 1 or 2?
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, you know, and then
But
when you
lost
go
bad
down the
too.
roster, I mean, when you look at the teams that's winning and losing, you know, do you want to put Kansas City in there? Do you want to put Buffalo in there?
Yeah.
Who else is it? Jacksonville was on a good run, then they lost.
Yep, to
So,
the Browns,
you know,
though. You know?
Yeah, so it's like you said about Cleveland. And what is Cleveland record? They 7-5 too, right?
I think they're 8-5 right now.
85.
Yeah, it's a bunch of 8-5s in there in the mix right now.
There's a bunch
And-
and it's a bunch of 7-6 or 7-8 and whatever it is.
But just looking, the Eagles have just not played impressive football. You know, they beat the Chiefs by 4, 21-17. Beat the Cowboys 28-23 the week before that. The Commanders by 7. They did beat the Dolphins by 14 points.
Yeah, so
right.
So you can't put the Dolphins in front of them because they just beat the Dolphins.
But they lost
and
to
they beat Kansas City.
They lost to the Jets by 6. Right. They beat the Rams by 9 points. They beat the Commanders by 3, Buccaneers by 4, Vikings by 6, Patriots by 5. You know, so these are games that you would think they've been consistent all year, barely
But
getting
who
by
else
the
but who
bad
else
teams.
I mean, but they in there almost by default.
Yeah, no doubt. Like who else you gonna put in there?
I mean,
at the
because
end of the day?
you got the Dolphins at number 5, and they beat the Dolphins about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you can't put the Dolphins ahead of them. So
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
No
they're
doubt.
almost in there by.
I mean,
I'm gonna say this.
the record, right? You know, the record's 10-3, right? So that puts them above a 9-4 Detroit. No, You know,
I don't think Detroit could actually beat them.
It's only 10. It's 4 10-3 teams, right? And they're the top 4 teams listed on this power rankings.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely, yeah.
And then you have the Miami Dolphins, who are 9-4, right? And Detroit Lions are only the other 9-4 team. I tell you right now, I think the Cleveland Browns can beat both of those teams. I personally would have Cleveland Browns at number 4 spot with Joe Flacco now at quarterback.
But what is Cleveland's record?
Cleveland's record now is 8-5, right?
Yeah, but see,
so
they're
this
8-5, so it's hard to.
It's based off records right here.
It's
right?
based off records, and then and then you got to look at who Cleveland played or whatever. I'm not sure how they go by, but it's pretty much like it should be.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just
you might
personally
have put Cleveland in there, but
yeah,
you got almost more reasons not to put Cleveland in than you do to have. And record is the first one.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean,
but by play, Cleveland probably blown in by play, but by results, they really don't.
I can see we'll see Sunday how Cleveland does, but I can see Cleveland going on the run.
Who's Cleveland playing Sunday?
I'm not positive, but it's more so about consistency with Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah,
right? Because I know Cleveland's defense is going to be there because they've been there all season.
Oh yeah.
But as far as Joe Flacco is concerned, I got confidence in that guy. He's already won a Super Bowl. Cleveland plays the Bears, which is the Bears.
Pretty much a win.
The Bears beat Detroit this past week.
Yeah. Well,
so since Justin Fields has come back healthy, I think they've won 2 games in a row.
Well,
so
Detroit
it's not a pushover.
Detroit got a pretty good team. But if you could get some pressure on Jared Goff, you could beat them. Anybody could beat them by putting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because Goff cannot move.
That's what LA thought. The Rams, and they got another.
Oh, absolutely,
in Stafford. But we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Noonish Fantasy Football League, man.
Football. Oh my God!
So now the regular season is over.
Now the regular season is over.
All right, the final week of the league. I beat Ray 131, knocked him out of playoff contention. MC beat Christiana, right, by 10. She had an injury to Tyreek Hill, which devastated her point total this past week. And then Jonas beat Unk. And Jonas was the high scorer this week in the league. Jonas is coming in hot, actually, right now.
Yeah, Jonas figured it out.
Yeah, he figured it out, and now he's figured it out all the way up into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Jonas is now in the playoffs.
Who out the playoffs? Me and who else? Me and
you and Ray are no longer are 2 track stars. They said, go back to track. You don't know nothing about no football, man. Go talk about some Ray's take, man. You know.
Ray, me and you got to get it out. We got to get together because I got a feeling that you know about as much about fantasy as I do, which is absolutely nothing.
Hey.
So I gotta call you, Ray, and see what's going on. We gotta sit down and talk.
Oh, I thought you said track athletes was the best in the world. You know,
athletes,
track athletes in the football league is out of there. You know, y'all came in last place. No, man, it's
we'll
fun.
get them, Ray.
Yeah, hey,
I'll give you a call.
Another day, another dollar, baby. We'll see what happens next year. You know, but this weekend. Congratulations, Jonas Bulls, man. You wasn't playing. You know, he came on back, you know.
Hey, Jonas, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm rooting for you, Jonas.
Jonas is now facing on Christiana.
In the playoffs?
Yeah. Got the 1 seed. Got the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, you know.
But see, Jonas on vacation.
Yeah, but he's still gonna click in. He's still gonna click in.
I gotta call you, Jonas, and make sure you click in.
Yeah, hey,
I'm gonna send him a message.
He's reachable by text message right now.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta text you, Jonas.
Yeah, he playing Christiana, so I'm gonna make sure he gets in there, man. I don't know if I want to even face Jonas right now though, because he's hot. Like I said, he had the high score this week, man. But Christiana, now's when it counts, you know. You busted out here in the regular season. If there was a regular season champion, you would have a trophy, but there is not. There's no such thing as the regular season champion. You know what I'm saying? But you do have the 1 seed. But now you got to take on Jonas Bull. He's hot. I've got to play Mark. I got to play MC this weekend. MC has given me 2 L's this season. So You know what I'm saying?
Go in there and try to make some adjustments to your
third
squad.
time's a charm, baby. Ain't got to worry about no bye weeks, no injuries this week. We'll see what happens, man. Right now, I'm projected to win, but projections don't matter. All that matters is Sunday and how these boys get down when they get down with the get downs, you know? So, should be a fun one, but it's on. It is time. The Noonish Fantasy Football Playoffs have begun. Let's get it. And let's get it. Moving on. NCAA news. Do you know who won the Heisman Trophy?
Oh, LSU?
Yeah, do you know his name, though?
I can't remember his name right now.
You don't remember his name?
No.
I wonder why you don't remember his name.
Because they gave that trophy out like it's... I mean, now, a lot of this stuff lost a little luster, man. I mean, I don't know...
But did you know Caleb Williams' name last year prior to winning his Heisman Trophy?
Not really. I saw him play.
Yeah, but you ain't know his name?
Nah.
Oh,
most of these guys, I can sit down and watch them play, and after the game, I don't even know their name because they haven't done enough to even catch my attention like that.
Well, I sat down and watched this guy play twice this year, and he lost both games.
Exactly.
You know, they're 9-3. I'm hearing Jalen Daniels. I was like, what? How's Jalen Daniels a Heisman candidate? This cat, he lost every game I watched him play. You know?
Every time I saw LSU, I saw him play a couple times too. It must have been the same 2 games, but when I seen him, he wasn't that impressive. I wasn't that impressed with him.
Florida State beat the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and there's certain players that
but they can't get in the ball game.
Yeah, that I have seen play this year, and I know their names.
Yeah, no doubt.
I saw him play, and I don't even know his name.
Hey,
I mean, you know,
this is like the most like. I just realized he won the Heisman like 2 days ago.
Well, I know. Well, it's almost like
it's the most unhyped Heisman recipient ever.
Yeah. I mean, he had gaudy numbers.
Yeah,
but
I think he had 6 years in college.
Yeah, he's 24 or something like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like this. I don't understand.
You know, he's a grown man. You know, I mean, not trying to be funny, but it's not like he's 19, he's 21.
Yeah.
19, 20, 21, you 23, 4.
We're going to talk about 2 Travises right now. Right?
But so if Noonish fans, let me tell you how. If we get cut off right now, we know something. Because we got cut off last week talking about the NCAA.
You know what I'm saying?
We had a little technical difficulties.
Had
nothing to do with us.
Somebody shut us down at 40 minutes when we started bringing up them numbers and them dollar signs. You know, so if we get cut off, it is not us. Our technology is working perfectly fine. As you see, I was able to post part 2 of that conversation later. But if we get cut off by YouTube or anybody else for bringing this up. But last week we talked about them dollars.
Yeah. We ain't gonna talk about dollars.
We ain't gonna talk about the dollars this week. What's my boy in Colorado? Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So we're gonna talk about 2 Travises this week that I think both of them were worthy of a Heisman appearance over this. You know, this guy has stats. Yes, so what? But he's 9-3. You know, most Heisman winners and candidates win games. You know, they have nice records. Devontae Smith, undefeated national champion. Right? With Alabama. Right? Who won Caleb Williams. He went undefeated, but his numbers were gaudy last year with USC. I think he had 2 losses. Right?
But this, I mean, I don't know.
This guy, you know, and I'm not talking down, bro, but I didn't see it. I didn't see Heisman when I watched you play. I saw lost when I watched you play. Not just losses. I'm talking about you look lost on the field. Nothing like a Heisman candidate should look on the football field. When I saw you play against Florida State and take an L, who else did I watch you take an L to? I know they lost to Alabama.
That's what I said.
And it was somebody else.
Florida State and Alabama, those 2 games I saw.
I think those might have been the 2 games I watched.
But they lost to...
But you didn't look good at all. But you had nice numbers this year, though.
Yeah. Was it? We won Georgia, was it?
Possibly.
I mean, which that's not a...
But let me see.
But I know I saw the Alabama and the Florida State game, and you know, he looked like a good player, but he wasn't an eye-catching. You know, I didn't leave that game saying, "Oh, that kid lost, but he can throw that ball."
Yeah.
You know, I did not leave. I mean, you know, I have seen that before where I say, "Oh, that guy lost, but he can ball out." But I just didn't. I saw LSU play a couple times. I just didn't see that guy.
Yeah, I didn't see that guy ever in Jalen Daniels, man.
So
And so I was quite shocked to see him even as a candidate for the Heisman. But then I was shocked to see his numbers at the same time. It's like, who'd he do this against? You know, who'd he put these gaudy numbers up against? Because he didn't do it against anybody good or anybody Heisman worthy, right? Lost to Alabama 42-28. He put the numbers up against Army. He won 62-0. You know, lost to Ole Miss 55-49. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. But so y'all can give this guy, y'all can bypass these losses for the Heisman, but you can't put an undefeated Florida State team in the national championship playoff, in the college football playoff. Why? Because the quarterback's hurt? Oh, no, them dollars. No, yeah. And to speak to that, as you see this nice young lady on the screen right now, she is the athletic director for the University of Florida State University, and she has launched an investigation, a civil investigation against the College Football Playoff Committee to better understand how they came to this result of Florida State not being in the national championship, right? So she's asking for meeting notes. She's asking for all the documentation and recordings of the meetings and to understand what was said. She's asking for text messages, all communications between the National Championship Committee, right? The College Football Playoff Committee, to understand what happened with Florida State not, having a 13-0 season and not making it to the playoffs, because it still don't make sense to me. And I'm sticking by it. There ain't nothing y'all can say. Only thing you can tell me that's going to make sense to me is, hey, we decided to pick money over results, period, right? Because, again, if Alabama was not in this playoff, there would be no SEC representative. The SEC...
And that's not going to happen.
Yeah, SEC has 5 of the top 10 schools in revenue generation, as well as a contract with ESPN,
and
right?
Then as soon
so
as
that's
Texas
not going to happen.
They'll have 6 of the top 10.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was Oklahoma.
Oklahoma was in top 20.
Oh, that wasn't in the top 10. They was in the top.
Yeah.
Probably was in the top 15.
They might have been. Yeah, they might have been. They might have been top 10.
They were up there about 12 or 13.
Yeah, they might have been top 10.
Top 10. So so it's all about money, and that's like everything in life. It's about money.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what comes from this investigation, man. Of course, they're not going to go back and put Florida State in the playoff, but hey, man, y'all have made a mockery of yourselves once again. College football playoffs, you should be ashamed. But
this is about the 5th or 6th time they done made a mockery of the whole deal. They just have. Yeah.
We're going to keep this thing rolling. Zay Green watch. What you know about Zay Green?
Oh, I know she down there with 2 of my nieces, 2 of your cousins.
Yeah, so last week, when we were talking about it, she was coming off of a victory over SMU, and this is University of Arkansas Pine Bluff we're talking about, right?
Yeah, right.
Coming off a victory over SMU. They took a close loss to UNT, and they went up to the University of Arkansas on Sunday and beat them.
Oh, I didn't know that. They beat University of Arkansas.
Beat the University of Arkansas.
At Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That don't supposed to happen.
Nah, they ain't.
They mad about that.
Little old Pine Bluff ain't supposed to come in here and beat the big boys,
They mad about that.
Yeah, that ain't supposed to happen, man. But Zay is going off right now. She went for, I think, what was it? Right now she's averaging 20 points, I believe 7 rebounds, and right around 6 assists. Right? Mm-hmm. So she's going off, man. WNBA, scouts are showing up. Just keep on the lookout, man. Come playoff time, if UAPB makes it into that tournament, this ain't going to be no easy HBCU win for whoever that 1 seed is over 16 seed.
And this the whole
Y'all going to have to come with it. Zay is coming with it.
She probably not getting the the NIL money. Mm-hmm. But get ready for the WNBA.
Oh, yeah.
Going.
Hey, if she ain't getting it right now, she might be getting it after Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of eyes on Zay Green right now. It's a lot of eyes, and there's going to be a lot of companies that want her to be a part of the establishment and help them market or whatnot, because she is serious, man. She's a baller. She's a baller, man. I ain't saying she's changing the game, but can't nobody stop her.
Oh, yeah.
Can't nobody stop her. So We'll see what's
pulling
up,
for you,
man.
Zay.
Yeah. Go take a look. They play against Ole Miss on Thursday night on ESPN. So if you get a chance, go check it out. But she been balling. Let's get it, Zay. Keep balling, girl. I've been knowing Zay since she was this high, and she looked the same. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Shohei Ohtani. We talked about him last week. You know, I told you I thought he was gonna sign a contract north of $600 million. You know?
Yeah.
And you said $400 million. Now, in my mind, I was like, that's a little low, huh? This man here cold in the bud. And we also said we thought he would end up signing with the Dodgers, right? For several reasons, right? He's already familiar with LA.
The Dodgers they probably got, all these teams got a lot of money, but some of these owners got more money than others.
Oh, absolutely.
So the LA got that money.
And they got that mighty $700 million contract.
And this is the whole thing. If I was an owner, probably wouldn't have I would have a scrappy, hard playing team, but I wouldn't have no high payroll because I ain't paying that kind of money.
Well, you ain't gonna be winning either.
I mean, because this is the thing.
Unless you're the Tampa Bay Rays.
Your salary is 4 or 5 times higher than the average player. I mean, even the good players.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do 4 or 5 times more for my team?
Shohei can, because he's a pitcher and he's a hitter.
But he don't play every day.
No, I mean he hits every day, but he don't pitch every day, and he don't play the field.
That's what I'm saying.
But he can put some runs on the board for you in that DH spot.
For this kind of money, me personally, for this kind of money, you need to be the best pitcher, the best hitter, and the best fielder.
But this is what you also got to understand. It's not just about the results with this contract.
Oh, I know what it's about.
You know, it's also about a whole new market that's going to be buying Dodgers gear.
That's the same way.
Tuning in the Dodgers games.
Yeah, that's the reason the Houston Rockets signed
Yao Ming.
And Lynn Sanity.
Yeah.
That's why they changed them. But because if you business-wise, it's probably going to pay off.
Oh, it's a great move, Bill. You got a whole country watching you now.
Oh, yeah, and then
Japan wasn't tuning into the Dodgers like that.
Probably one of the largest Asian communities in any state.
Absolutely.
And then now you pulling in, where's he from? Japan?
Japan, yeah.
Yeah, so now you got a whole new country.
You got a whole new country.
Yeah.
That country's going to pay for itself.
For business-wise, it's a good move, but for field-wise, it's not going to,
But the thing is, so I don't know if you heard this part. So Shohei has deferred $68 million a year to the end of his contract. So for the next 10 years, he's only getting paid $2 million a year from the Dodgers so that they can go and bring on more talent.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So they are not being penalized with the salary cap because the money is deferred.
Right now.
Yeah.
And when once he's gone.
Oh, they're going to get hit.
At the end of this 10-year contract.
Yeah.
You still going to owe him $680 million.
Yeah. They're going to.
I'm real good with numbers.
Yeah.
You owe him $680 million.
Yeah.
And then now you ain't gonna be able to get nobody. He gonna be gone.
You know what I'm saying?
So you better try to stack up on World Series while he's here.
Exactly.
Because when he's gone, he's gonna ravage your team.
He's gonna cripple you.
You're not gonna have him or anybody else.
Yeah.
You're gonna owe him all the money.
So tell me this, and this is what I don't understand. Right? $68 million in 2013 was a lot different than what $68 million is right now in 2023.
Yeah, and so in 2033,
and tax implications.
Yeah, and then so in 2033, $68 million is going to be a lot less than it is right
exactly.
now. So he would probably be better off getting his money now, investing it himself.
Yeah, so I'm wondering
if he know how to, but maybe he don't know how to invest. So he may be saving himself from himself.
Yeah, but also right now he's got to pay Cali state taxes as well as the income taxes, right?
Yeah,
if he moves
back to Japan.
Yeah, those, that's tax-free money, ain't it?
Yeah, all that's,
we don't know
depending
on what the taxes are in Japan.
Japan, but for him leaving, it'd be free money.
Yeah, You know, so might be a smart move with taxes considered. But you got inflation, right? Over the next 10 years, you got to worry about. And I'm also wondering, is he gaining interest on this 68 million? Is the 68 million sitting in an instrument that's like gaining interest? Somewhere?
Yeah.
You know,
would be, I don't know.
Because the bank is gonna, I mean, even if it's sitting in the bank, it's gonna gain some type of interest. Yeah. It ain't gonna be enough to, beat inflation, but still. I wonder how that is set up. I would love to see.
Yeah, I would
please
love
make
to
that
know
public, Dodgers.
The ins and outs of the contract of how it's set up.
Because that's very creative. I know Bobby Bonilla, he's coming up on his last years of his contract. I know A-Rod's been getting paid. I know there's several players that are still getting paid from previous contracts and they're no longer playing, you know. Yeah. And I'm curious to see how Shohei has this thing structured, but $2 million a year in LA don't sound like much. I'm just saying.
I mean, but when you already got a few million already.
Yeah. And, team per diem. And,
and then,
I'm sure the team's going to take care of him as well. But, to live in LA, right? To buy, house or whatever, it's $2 million ain't much.
Oh, no.
That ain't much at all. But
he set himself up for the future real well. So
congratulations, Shohei.
Oh, yeah.
You cold-blooded.
Get your money, man. But I'm saying good thing I'm on the team. I would have got you better go to Texas.
better go to Toronto, dog. I ain't paying you that.
But I ain't gonna give you no $7 million.
He got that money, man.
Yeah, he got that money.
And in boxing news, man, so we had Regis Prograis defending his title against Devin Haney this past weekend.
Haney ate that lunch.
Haney beat the brakes off of Prograis.
Yeah, I hate it.
And I already knew it was going to happen.
Oh, I did too.
Just looking at the styles, I think Haney had like a 5-inch arm reach advantage on Prograis, Yeah. And he's just a more active puncher.
Yeah,
accuracy, like he beat the brakes off Prograis.
It was a one-sided fight all from the start to the finish.
Yeah. So Shakur Stevenson, his last fight, he ran the whole fight, right? Ran and went in and punched and ran the whole fight long. Devin Haney was standing right in front of this man, and Prograis could not hit him. Prograis hit him less than Shakur Stevenson got hit.
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson ran the whole fight.
And he ran the whole fight. Haney was right there in the squares, like he wasn't running. He was just, Prograis could not hit him, and Haney beat him up.
So who's on the horizon for Haney?
Couple different people. Tank Davis is who Haney wants. Tank Davis said that Haney needs to fight Boots Ennis, right? Before he starts talking about fighting Tank Davis. So Shakur Stevenson's still in the conversation. You got your Ryan Garcias, your Rolly Romero's. I mean, there's several guys that Haney can fight.
So who got the belts? Haney and
no, it's four different dudes with the belts at 140, right?
And Tank is one of them?
No, Tank is not one of them.
Yeah, Tank is 135, right?
Yeah, he's 135. He's got the belts at 135.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but he's beat some 140 guys.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see where Haney goes next and who's willing to fight Haney next. I think a Boots Ennis versus Devin Haney fight will be an amazing fight. I think Boots Ennis will beat Haney. Like straight up.
Yeah, I mean Haney.
But Boots has been fighting at 147.
Yeah. He might be too big for Haney.
Mm-hmm. But Haney's a snack guy. And Haney's been talking about moving up to 147 already.
So what about...
I mean, you can't contain that snack.
What about...
it's going to put some weight on you.
What's the other snack boy?
Terrence Crawford?
He had 147.
I mean, he was, He was. But that snack, you can't contain that snack. It's going to put weight on you. Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, I know.
So the more snack you do, the more you're going to weigh. And it's difficult for these guys on that snack to stay at those low weights, 135s, 140s, right? That's why you see Terrence Crawford already talking about going up to 160 to fight Canelo.
I hope
Crawford's never been 160.
I hope he do.
Bro,
I hope he do.
He ain't seen that power before.
Yeah, I hope he do.
And
these guys
I honestly think that his next fight against
Crawford carried away with themselves because it's a lot different at 160 than at 147.
Yeah, it is, especially if you ain't used to carrying that weight.
I mean, because to me, Roy Jones Jr. was phenomenal.
Yeah,
till he started going up.
Yeah, no doubt. No
It
doubt.
went up too high.
And more weight means heavier hands.
Yeah, on you.
Yes, sir. More
Yeah,
power
so,
than you used to.
You know, because really I would say at about, I would even say at middleweight. What, at 160 or something?
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. was the truth, man.
Oh, yeah. I just love Roy Jones Jr.
185 and all that, he wasn't, not so much.
Yeah.
You know, because actually, at 154 and 160, well, I was ready to put Roy Jones Jr. in this category with Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. And
the greats.
Guys like that, but after he started going up, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I just was.
Yeah, man.
So
it's different when you start moving up.
I hope he do go up to 160.
Hey, he got to fight Earl next, first and
Yeah,
foremost.
154.
And unlike everybody else, I still think Earl got something for him. You know, because I've heard several things about Earl. You know,
All I can say is like
they
this.
say he had broken ribs when
Earl
he fought
got to
Crawford.
be a much different fighter.
They said he had broken.
Way different.
Said he had broken ribs when he fought Crawford the first time. You know, and
Yeah,
ribs.
But Earl
that
looked like
will,
it wasn't even.
that will cripple you.
It
in the
looked
fight.
like something else. It didn't just necessarily look like ribs.
Yeah,
It looked like more than ribs.
It looked like he was gone off the dodo. Looked like he took, looked like he ate some of them Tyson edibles and smoked some of that Tyson plant before he jumped in that ring.
He looked it way out there bad.
Looked like he was gone
His
off that
eyes
dodo,
was red,
man.
They were glassy.
I'm just
He
saying.
was staring off into space. I don't know.
Earl looked like he was
went
high.
in the ring and he was lethargic.
He looked like he
So-
was high, dog. Looked like he was off that plant, gone off that green. And that ain't the best game plan going into a boxing match.
Usually when he off that green after about a round or two, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, this went on 7-8 rounds.
Or a painkiller or something. Like, he looked like he was
Yeah.
lethargic, he was slow, he was not himself. So I expect a completely different fighter in this rematch,
hope
man,
so.
whenever it is.
I
So,
hope it be different because
yeah, man.
you know, I felt bad for him.
I did too.
I was like, what the?
I did too.
Yeah.
But there's some good fights coming up, you know, just the weekend, just before Christmas. Some heavyweight matches, man. Deontay Wilder will be in action. Anthony Joshua will be in action. Going over to Saudi Arabia and putting on a great event,
Who
man.
they fighting? If they're not
that's the last
fighting
fight
each
of the
other.
year. No, they're not fighting each other.
Well, then it's not.
But I mean, it's build up. I think
some
it's build
money
up.
in their pocket. That's about it.
There's money in their pocket and it's build up
Because
to
Wilder-
them fighting. Hopefully,
What's the build up with Wilder? I mean Wilder. He's Wilder.
Yeah.
He's gonna do. If
I
he
mean-
can't knock. This is what I have found out about Wilder. If he can't knock you out, he can't beat you.
and that boy Wilder legs too little, man, for them
Yeah.
for them real heavyweights,
Yeah.
for that Tyson Fury. Before I was like, man, Wilder beat the brakes off Anthony Joshua. I don't know anymore.
No, that's what I'm
So
saying.
as long as he don't get you with that right, like you said,
If he don't knock you out, he can't beat you.
He can't beat
and
you
If he don't
'cause
knock Joshua out, go on and give him the business.
his stamina is not what it is because he don't do road work and his legs are too little, man. Like, come on, bro. I wish he'd run. I wish he built his legs up. Because
Well, you know,
that's why
all-
Tyson Fury beat him.
You know, that's one of the hardest parts of your body to build up.
Is the
your
legs? Yeah, I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can send a guy in the gym. He can be skinny, and all that. He can his arms and shoulders and chest and back swell up. Them legs still be
Skinny, yeah.
Yeah, and I think
But that's
just,
because they skip leg day, huh? They be skipping
no,
leg
even
day.
even when they hit the legs.
Straight up.
Yeah, I mean it just all depends on.
I know the ankles and the calves be skinny, but the
Yeah,
thighs
I mean,
and
it
the
all
booty, you
depends
know,
upon-
I ought to get some
Yeah,
gains.
yeah, you know. In our family, most of us top heavy, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, most of
No
us
doubt.
top.
No doubt.
You know, you look at them Dupree boys, me,
Hey,
all
yeah.
we top heavy, man.
You got
know.
them- got
I
them
ain't top
skinny-
heavy
got
like
them
I used to
skinny
be.
ankles,
Hey,
boy.
Hey, they in that weight room, they probably look like, you ain't top heavy now. Y'all see little skinny leg? No, I'm just
Hey,
but,
yeah.
no, you know, but that's how I did it, man. I can go in there, I can squat 4 or 5, my leg.
Yeah, skinny. Like, I ain't putting that weight up.
I ain't never skipped leg day.
Yeah.
I doubled up and tripled up on leg day.
Hey,
Them legs, you know.
couldn't do nothing about them calves.
Hey, I couldn't do
it is what it is.
Yeah, them thighs came up about a half inch.
But they pushing some weight up though.
But Joshua, but if he gets stronger though, I mean, even though they little, But it's about his endurance. Even though they little,
Yeah.
if you were in better shape,
Yeah.
you could deal with it more.
Exactly.
But he just not.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
until he do some wrong
I mean,
work,
Terrence
I'm
Crawford,
not
he
even
got
gonna take that.
little ankles, you know,
Yeah.
but he in there pushing up 400 plus pounds
Yeah.
on that squat rack,
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. And he's
You know,
not
quite a
that
scale. I was doing that when I was 15 years old, but Terrence Crawford, I be thinking that about that kind. I'm like, bro, like he's a grown man doing this right now. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, that snack is what's going on. But Devin Haney's a snack fighter. I still don't respect y'all, but just keep the record straight. Get off that snack. Continue to do what you're doing, and then I'll get some respect. You get some
Because
respect
you're
from me.
judged by the company you keep,
You know what
whether
I'm
you
saying?
believe it or not.
And Victor Conte can't be trusted. So
Yeah, that's what I say. You judge by the company
Yeah.
you keep. See, and this is the whole thing. You can say, oh, that's that old country stuff, but that's what people judge you by. You hang around people with suits and briefcases, all
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, oh, these guys, they're businessmen.
Yeah.
You hang around with people with gold teeth and sagging pants, they're gonna say you're tough.
Yeah.
Simple
Period.
thing. Even though you may be a businessman, but
Yep.
that's what people gonna judge you by.
Exactly.
And this is the whole thing. I ain't never seen no eagle fly with no dove, because birds of a feather flock together.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and,
Yeah.
and if you flock with a snack, you probably snacking.
yeah.
Just simple as that.
And them
You know?
doves and them crows, they can't go to the heights of the eagle can.
No.
You know, they get to choking and coughing and things. So at the end of the day,
Get off
guilty
them
by
snacks.
association is what that is.
Yeah, guilt by association.
And
is a real thing.
get off that snack and we'll believe you a little more. But I mean, Snack Snack been around since Jackie joined the Kersey, and since what's my girl with the FloJo. Since FloJo,
Yeah,
since
he was
Ben
around before
Johnson,
FloJo.
ain't nothing new about it. Snack been around that long, man. Still the same thing. He just got better at masking it. But anyways, we're gonna get off that, and it looks like our last subject, man.
That's our last subject.
That's our last one of the day. So
okay, no tech talk.
no tech talk this week, man. No tech talk this
no
week.
Jonas.
NFL is having their first games down in Brazil in 2024, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that down there in Latin America. I think that's a very cool
NFL
thing.
in Brazil.
They get to see our American version of football down there. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching this week. We had a great time. We'll see y'all next week sometime around noonish.
Noonish.
But until then,
We out.
go like,